So like the title says, there's nothing to manifest or attract, you only need to accept. And the thing you need to accept is the truth that you are divinity experiencing humanity. What this means is that you're already whole and you're already complete, and if you see something out there in the physical, like $1,000,000, a house, a car, or a soulmate, they're only reflections of the fact that you haven't accepted that you're whole and complete, or that you've forgotten that you are. The physical world, the illusion, the dream, is only a reflection of your internal world. And, in a nutshell, how you can deal with this is simply rest in the knowing that you are already whole and complete. And the more you stay there, the more you return there, the more the physical world is going to start reflecting that back to you. And that state of relaxation is at the core of any desire you might have. Whether it's any of the things I mentioned, like $1,000,000 or a soulmate or a house, if you had those things, you would feel the relief of, having those things or experiencing those things. There wouldn't be a struggle, there wouldn't be any feeling of separation, there wouldn't be, a sense of something being missing. You would simply feel just the relief behind the fulfillment of those desires. And the more you explore this idea of being somebody who's already whole and complete, the easier it becomes, and the less dependent you become on external things to satisfy you. But most importantly, it becomes much easier to accept the reality of your desires as they come, instead of, having a desire and then rationalizing why it may or may not be possible, all the things you're going to have to do or sacrifice to get it. A desire will come upon you, and you'll simply just be able to accept it as already yours. Because Neville Goddard said, creation was finished in the foundation of time. Because you don't create anything, you simply remember little parts of yourself that you want to experience. This isn't about struggle or about force or trying to make yourself feel a certain emotion or boosting your self-esteem or reprogramming your subconscious mind. You simply return to this present moment and feel the relief of already being that which you desire to be. So to turn all of this into a little process you can use to remind yourself of how this all works, if you find yourself longing for something or someone or a circumstance to change for you to feel whole and complete again, acknowledge that longing or that feeling of separation. Just acknowledge that it's there. You don't need to judge it or feel like you're doing anything wrong. Simply notice it, and then take a step back, return to the present moment, and then just feel the relief of that possession. You don't need to rationalize anything. You don't need to try and figure anything out. Just simply return to here and now and feel the relief. And if you're struggling with this, ask yourself what it is you feel is missing that you think that external thing will bring to you. So if you're trying to win the lottery or something, ask yourself why you want to win it. And more often than not, odds are it's because you want to feel wealthy, which is totally fine. But rather than fixating on the lottery win or the pay raise or the new job, simply rest in the knowing that you are wealthy. Feel the relief of being someone who is wealthy. You don't need to worry about the specific things. All the specific things we see out there are only going to be reflections anyway. So go to the root of what it is, which in this case is just the feeling of wealth, which already exists within you because you are divinity and creation was finished in the foundation of time. And, we're just experiencing all of this as humans right now. But the truth of what you are is much, much bigger than some tiny human who's trying to manifest something. And, the deeper you dive into this, the more you awaken and experience that truth. But, in the meantime, feel yourself to be wealthy, feel yourself to be loved and healthy, and not to bring it to you, but just to acknowledge and accept the fact that you already are all of those things and you always have been. And think of any desires that come to you as things you're remembering, not things you have to get. And these can be big or small desires, but when they come to you, Simply acknowledge the fact that they're already you, they're already part of your experience, and, rest in the knowing, rest in the present moment, and feel the relief of the fulfillment of any of those desires. Now, if you have any questions or gained any insights from this video, let me know down in the comments. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video.